starting cycle number 1 in a couple, really like a week and a half here. We are really just around the corner from cycle number 1 kicking off. Plenty of coverage, plenty of great content going to be coming at you, and plenty of money to be made for all these teams and players. But with that said, we got the qualifiers. We're still going to find out the 3 final teams joining the 5 invited teams in that Diamond Division. And right now we have a loser's bracket round of 8 matchup going to be coming at you of what is Polymorph taking on Revolution. 2 teams, well, I personally don't know too much about, but perhaps my co-caster for today does. The one and only Shorecan going to be joining me. How's it going, man?
It's going pretty good. I'm excited to be back again. And, man, about these teams, I know them from, matchmaking as well as having played HEX actually already. They are very skilled players, but they are very TMM meta. So what you'll see a lot of is just, they pick heroes that'll do really well in matchmaking, but might not do the same in an actual competitive game. So we're going to have to see how that goes. But Tremble, I think that's a solid pick in both matchmaking as well as competitive for sure.
Yeah.
Global presence, and then along with the Moira, it already combos up really, really nicely. Yeah,
no, you were talking about actually, by the way, so you're currently playing on a team in these qualifiers known as the Undertakers. You actually won a match yesterday over Mystery Gang to continue on and still have a chance. But first off, congratulations to that. That's a pretty big victory there. Second off, I mean, you apparently fought one of these two. Was it HEX, I believe?
Yeah.
Okay, and then they knocked you down to the losers bracket, so you're familiar with them a little bit more. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, but man, Mystery Gang knocking them out. So good.
Well, yeah, it felt really good, especially for one of the players on my team, which was Mex. He actually played for the Mystery Gang for a short bit, but then apparently he didn't have enough motivation or something. I don't know. Something like that. And then I picked him up into my team, so I just know he's feeling great about himself already for having beaten them. Yeah. It's like that feeling of, well, if you don't want me, I'll just go ahead and beat you. That's fine. So there was a bit of a history there. I'm actually looking forward to our next match, which is versus me or Russ.
Yeah.
Where I'm going to be playing versus Certus.
Ooh, that should be a good one there. All right. Enough about you, though. We got a matchup here to talk about. So you talked about the first couple of bit. Well, the Hellbringer first pick on a Revolution. That in itself is very unique. Moraxis, Ravener. On top of that, we have Tremble, Moira, and Bubbles overall here on the Legion side. But Hellbringer, we've seen him a couple times here in these qualifiers, and it seems like as a main support really is his role. Is that what you expect to see him as here?
Yeah, definitely. We ran it twice versus Mist yesterday.
Okay.
And we only played 2 games. That hero is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know if any of you watched the Dota 2 everything,
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it, but Naga Siren with the giant AoE ultimate, that's what it felt like with Hellbringer. Just stopping the fight for a second. You get to come back. It goes through Shrunken, of course. It's absolutely a fantastic ability, and with Malphus on top of it, it's absolutely insane.
It's a strong team. He has history. He was actually one of the first, not one of the first, but as far as early competitive scene goes, we did see him a lot. For that reason, as you're pointing out, his ultimate has always been a huge threat. That was never the issue with this hero. It was obviously his overall skill set. His other abilities eventually kind of tapered him off as a core hero, safe to say. But with the rework, and I think it's safe to say now he's kind of come back on, providing a stun in a sense with that fear effect. It seems like that's really brought attention to this hero once again, and for very good reason. So yeah, I understand why he may be coming up as a top-tier support here in the near future. So,
I think he and Moira are the 2 supports right now that are just beyond every other support, without a doubt. Moira is countered quite easily by Moraxis, which is why I like Revolution's pick a lot here. I've played Moraxis versus Moira, and you feel immortal when you're facing it in lane because you literally can't get stunned. Mm-hmm. It's absolutely unbelievable, and Moira really relies on getting those early ganks off to really show her potential, but not being able to gank a Moraxis is a huge deal in this case.
Yeah. No, we've seen the matchup now plenty of times even. Obviously with how popular Moira is, it seems like more and more people are picking up on that. Moraxis is a very, very good counter. to that Moira. So as long as he's open, you're still feeling okay about going up in that matchup there. The bands to follow, by the way: Andromeda, Pharaoh, Legionnaire, Rally, Kinesis, and Gladiator to end it all off. So perhaps some research being done on one another, but Gladiator, not your typical band.
Okay, this is going to sound really strange, but Clicks on the side of Hex, he's in the semi-support role, but he doesn't play jungle, and he doesn't play semi-supports. So they give him Rally roaming, they give him Bramble roaming,
What?
and I'm pretty sure they've picked Gladiator for him as well. I'm not even kidding. And
Okay.
he just gets boots straight up from the start, so I
he
really
just
wonder what they're
plays
going to pick.
He plays the roaming role, like it's a new rule.
Yeah. Like, it's
Really?
a completely new role because he doesn't play engineer like a common semi-support or, Glacius, Revenant, Pyromancer even, a Luna, those supports that really benefit from getting a bit of farm.
Huh.
He just goes out and plays a Bramble.
Yeah, that's like, okay, let's roaming Bramble. I mean, that's just a combo I would not expect to hear. But
I just think that Bramble's W is incredibly strong. So, okay, they are going to go for an actual more semi-support-esque character,
Okay.
hero, but ensnaring shrubbery for 6 seconds, 40% damage reduction.
it's strong. No, I agree with you there 100%. It is a very strong ability. So yeah, that would be very interesting to see at the very least. But I don't think we're going to see it here, as you're pointing out. We do have the dual support. Now, if he plays more of the roaming, though, I mean, Moira is obviously a very roam-heavy support already, so it seems like that may fit his style.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, catching somebody with that wall early on is such a huge deal, especially versus heroes like Hellbringer who don't actually have an escape. So it's just going to, and Ravener and Meraxis for that matter, but they're just a bit tankier and difficult to take down. It's just, I mean, I guess it could work. You just need levels on Moira to really start off the roaming successfully, and on Empath, it feels kind of weird, to be honest. I feel like his heroes have been taken away, so they're just picking the next best thing.
Standard almost. Myrmidon, definitely not standard on the side of Revolution. What is your take on that? Absorb it in.
Well, okay.
What just happened here?
The one thing, what I like about Myrmidon is the fact that he's a support with very long-range abilities. So he's like a behemoth almost, where you can be in fog, and then the person in mid or whoever you're ganking for can start off with a stun, and then he comes in with the weed field from a really far range. And with the change to Magikarp, making it AoE, it's just made a little bit better. Not saying that it's like fantastic yet, because I mean you can still dodge the 2.5 seconds stun by just standing still. Yeah, but I mean from fog, it could be a big deal.
And then,
Okay,
of course,
that's
splits to finish it off.
Hellbringer is farming. That's Morax's suicide. Hellbringer mid. I'm calling it now
Yeah?
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
interesting.
that would be the only way that they can run this.
Huh. Because, I mean, really, Blitz, Myrmidon, and Hellbringer all obviously potential to be a main support even, so. But, yeah, you're guessing the Hellbringer, and is that the best choice, you think? Because, I don't know, I personally used to love the idea of seeing Hellbringer in more of the solo role rather than a support, but with his new skill set, it does seem like he can get away with that support role a lot more effectively. Is a middle role actually very powerful, you think, for him?
I mean, whether it be middle role or solo role right now, I think that the hero with the Resto Stone is probably the strongest hero in mid game,
Okay.
without a doubt. Two of these Malphai, I don't know, Malphuses, running around, they do so much damage, especially with the change to Malphus. It's unbelievable how much that hero does now, and if he can get an early Resto Stone up, it means that when he goes for a Sheep Stick later on, because he's gonna have the farm for it, he sheeps 2 people. I mean, we've always tickled with the idea that Resto Stone should be a more common pickup, like for heroes Midas, even Kraken, getting a double ultimate off on heroes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hellbringer is the perfect example where that Resto Stone comes into play.
Okay.
So I like the idea of it farming, but at the same time, it's really difficult to increase his effectiveness, as it's purely based on Malphus, and if you can give him a little bit of space as a support, because he's going to be getting a lot of gold anyways, seeing as his Malphus will get him assists on everyone. He's going to have a Resto Stone eventually as a support as well. I feel. At least that's my experience with it so far, having picked it twice.
Okay. You know you can't get Merrick's Bounty, right?
I know you can't get Merrick's Bounty, but especially with the fact that they're running a Myrmidon or I don't know. If you run 2 supports, it's very possible to have one person take over the warding.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're talking about Hellbringer mid. You're thinking Morax's Suicide. So what? A tri-lane going to be coming out here with Myrmidon Blitz and the Ravener?
Or they're pulling into woods. I don't know. I really don't know what the supports are going to do, but I think this is quite a perfect game for them both to take over the roaming role. Blitz is, of course, already 330 movement speed, so he doesn't really need boots to get around the map that quickly. And, I mean, if they can just get those early boots on Myrmidon, then with that secure stun from Blitz, it feels like free kills on Snooki on that Tremble.
Okay. All right, so excited for this one. While we are in this pause, guys, to clarify, yes, there was supposed to be 2 matches today. We also had 0527 versus Don here in this same round. And 05, of course, that's Swaggy B in the 6 and that crew there. So I was actually really looking forward to that. I'm sure people were. Unfortunately, it did turn out that they were actually rescheduled the match to this weekend, actually. So this was the one that was left here. But to say the least, as I'm learning more about them and now seeing the picks even, gotta say I'm actually pretty excited about seeing how these 2 teams now go at it here. Trying to stay alive and ultimately try to earn a spot to Diamond. That's basically what we're playing for at this point on here on out, especially in the losers bracket. I mean, there's only 1 spot available from the losers bracket. Of course, they got Ewan versus Mar the Russ, or Miar Russ.
Miar Russ. Mar the Russ.
I don't know where that came from. Mar the Russ. Anyways, Miar Russ. And then the winner of this will play the winner of the 0527 versus Don matchup there. So that's to clarify what's going on. And then, of course, we got the winners bracket. That's actually going to take place this weekend. Both of those matchups will determine a Diamond team. Chopstick Gaming versus Russian Dargons. That should be a fun one there. Chopstick, it's now Chaoli, Denver Pro. And Russian Dargons, you have Time to Die, Catlamine, Archie Tiger, Super KG, that crew over there. So then the bottom portion is Ringers, which we definitely know about with Panty and whatnot, versus Hot or Sauna Esports, I guess. Marcus Moy, to Def, and others. So get some player names definitely recognized there. Looking forward to seeing how they do.
Who do you think are going to win those matchups? What are your predictions?
What are my predictions? If I had to choose the winner of each of those, oh man, the bottom one I'm going to go with Ringers.
For sure.
The top one, I don't know, man. I mean, that really is a tough call.
I don't think Super KGE is playing, though.
Yeah,
I think he's just still on the team from before.
He didn't play the last match. He played earlier in the tournament. He did play earlier in the tournament. But he didn't play the last time we saw them. So, yeah, it's kind of a question mark. But even if he's there or not, I mean, obviously he's a great player. But I don't know. I want to say Chopstick Gaming because they 2-0'd Mystery Gang. But so did you guys. So what does that mean? Really?
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know. Mystery Gang, they felt a bit off.
Yeah.
I mean, they switched drafters recently as well. They went from the Forgotten One to Callum. I don't know if that has any effect with everything, but it's fine.
Well, again,
I'm sure they'll pull through. Yeah, I'm sure they'll pull through, though. Because, I mean, they've been together for so long. At least Jestman and Cannon Dwarf have been. I remember playing them many times in Season 3.
These qualifiers definitely don't know what's going to happen, man. It's really anyone's. I mean, we talk about that with the Diamond Division, honestly, how there's a lot of really good teams in Diamond, the invited teams, and several that are going to be joining them. But these qualifiers, yeah, I had it. The only team that I would have maybe guessed from the beginning was Mystery Gang because of their performance, obviously, in the Onslaught 2. And then here they are knocked out. They're going to gold. So I don't know. I'm just going to let it play out, and we'll have fun with whatever 3 teams advance on here, including possibly your team. Anyways, we got this matchup, though, and the lanes are turning out interesting.
Blitz is bottom with Myrmidon. because why not? Hellbringer is playing full support because I was completely wrong. And you have
Wow.
Morex's middle. Let's go.
You were
Okay,
way
it's a
off.
Myrmidon farming, I think.
You were way off. I do not blame you, though. Holy crap. Yeah, what is with these items? Both Myrmidon and Blitz have the same exact items, too. Like, what is going on here? This is
I
like
don't know.
TMM. This feels like
This is what I was
1600s,
saying,
man.
though. Okay.
A farming Myrmidon. So you would expect a Myrmidon, if anything, but so if that's the case, what is a farming? I mean, Myrmidon, don't get me wrong. I mean, his ulti form and actually, gonna catch Moira here. Moira's in some trouble. There's a follow-up stun from Blitz. Not gonna be enough for the kill, but some great damage being put on. And that's definitely a lot of potential here between these two heroes. There's no doubt in that. But how effective is a Myrmidon farming going to truly be here for this team?
I mean, if he's gonna go for the utility items for sure, and you can completely cancel out a Pebbles combo with either a Storm Spirit or a Tablet. So getting that early in this game is gonna be a huge deal, in my opinion.
Okay.
So him or Blitz getting it would be great early on, at least. But I feel like if Empath goes for a rune at bottom and manages to find a good one, they're both dead at bottom.
Okay.
So they're going to have to really watch out for that. They don't have any vision either of the runes, so it's interesting what they're doing.
To say the very least. But again, the Myrmidon rework definitely was nice. Obviously, it's Magic Carp. I'm really looking forward to seeing how that works this game, in the sense that it's AoE now rather than just that one single target ability. You played it before? The
Myrmidon, yeah.
support Myrmidon? Or, yeah.
It was versus Sync, I think.
Okay. Oh, there you go, right there. It's some good damage. I mean, he's pointing it out. You're wrong. If anything, sure, you may not be getting the stuns with it necessarily, but one, it forces them to stop to prevent the stun, but two, it's also some decent damage. So it's kind of like, it reminds me of the, what is it? Wow, Emerald Warden's Wolves now. Almost. It's somewhat similar.
Yeah, except you don't need to have vision to cast them.
No, those are just on another level for sure. But
no, but I mean, they don't stun at the same time.
yeah, there's that benefit too. Blitzkrieg comes
they're
out,
actually
and
gonna
there's
go.
the Magic Carp, and the Weedfield connects easily. One more auto attack. Yes, it's
Wow.
going to do it. Bloodlust kill in favor of Myrmidon and this Hellborn team Revolution. So, I mean, they have kill potential. There is no doubt in that.
I mean, they were prepared for Tremble. They're like, okay, you're going to pick a semi-squishy carry at the start. We're just going to man up on you. And there's not much that Tremble can do about it, but Moira was busy countering a ward.
Yeah.
And that's what ended up being the reason why Tremble died. Because if Moira had been there, he wouldn't have died at all.
Moira is busy elsewhere, unfortunately, and in the end, they secure the kill. So Myrmidon gets the early bottle delivered to him. Gonna really get some regen here early on, as well as the boots. So it's off to a great start here. How are the other lanes, though? We're so caught up in that one there. Middle lane. Yep.
They're tri-laning bottom now, which is something I really like for Revolution, actually, because if they manage to survive in this bottom lane, they're committing 3 heroes to stopping 2, or 1, rather.
Yeah.
And in the mid lane now, Moraxis has an advantage because he has the levels. And actually, talking about bottom,
Yeah,
Myrmidon.
he didn't get waveform yet, so he's not going to be able to easily escape right here necessarily. In fact, he's probably, he squirts on out of there. He might actually be fine. No, the S is like stunned. The Dark Swarm, but it's not going to be enough. What a stun from Blitz right there. And Myrmidon will survive with the bottle charges and the health potion. Oh, man.
I mean, Essence Link is level 1.
Yeah.
The stun increases when you level it up, so I mean, they're surviving. I would really like to see them get their E abilities, both of them. Then they will never die in these lanes anymore.
Yeah, especially
because
knowing
they're
here.
They're sharing so much XP, the Tremble and the Moira and stuff, and they're actually gonna go. Empath no mana.
Oh my gosh, the Weedfield of hits. That is not easy to do without a prior stun. Yet he's showing he knows what he's doing. You don't pick up a hero like this without knowing that, of course. So STST is doing fantastic, to say the least, on Myrmidon to start.
Look at top lane, though. Ravenor is actually getting out-harassed by bubbles right now. A suicide bubbles. And I don't know, this feels really like... Okay, Noob of Han, I don't think he knows how to play Hellbringer. in the support role because he has 2 in his Q right now, which effectively adds 40 damage, whereas Demonic Waves adds 60.
Huh. Okay.
And, I mean, Demonic Wave, it's a lot easier to hit than a Demon Scythe.
Well, the only argument I would see there is that it does get you quicker to that level 4 Demon Strike of the 2 charges, so maybe that's the attraction, if anything. But, yeah, as far as efficiency at this point, I mean, math doesn't lie. Demonic Wave is the better, you could say, but...
I mean, I would still agree with you and say that level 4 of Demon Scythe is better. But in that case, just level it up at level 5 to level 3. When he's out harassing a Bubbles right now, it makes no sense.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll say Bubbles to take cover too is obviously a great dodging ability for both of those, for that matter. But yeah, no, we're kind of doing a good cop back cop here. But ultimately, I do feel like no, you're right. I mean, the fact that Bubbles is doing as well as he is, level 5 right here, it's pretty damn surprising. Ravener though, he is farming very well, 34 and 6, as far as creep farm goes. So Squirry here is doing just fine in that sense. We'll see.
Look at Tremble though. Only 215 GPM when he's tri-laning versus this dual lane.
Yeah. Not good.
This is just havoc.
It's like what they do, too. They can't do anything more than they're doing. I mean, they have a tri-lane down here, and they're getting aggressive. Like, they're the ones that are taking pressure somehow. So, it's got to be frustrating, man.
More than just that. I mean, did they not unblock the pole camp? Because that's what it seems like.
True.
That's their biggest mistake in this lane, not getting the lane control back. Because look at this. Oh my god, when Blitz reaches level 6, I can see them killing all 3.
It's possible. Lightning Shackle.
I mean, that ultimate, yeah, it's an absolutely ridiculous skill.
Yeah. Tremble's only in 1 previous tri-lane appearance, which happened to be a loss. And yeah, Tremble's definitely not a tri-lane hero. That comes to mind. I mean, obviously when it comes to utility for the tri-lane, not necessarily there. He's going to take some pressure with the magic, but that's a lie.
Quincy's doubting what he said.
At least he's admitting his mistakes. I can accept that.
Empath though.
Yeah,
going back to middle, realizing that he's useless at bottom, and now Blitz. He wants to go for this, I think.
He wants to, but they're not going to let him because they're running really far.
They're so afraid of a Blitz.
Yeah. Okay, so he's had a couple more times than just the one, but still a losing effort. Yeah. So the point stands that obviously when it comes to tri-lane, he's not necessarily a tri-lane hero that screams tri-lane or comes to mind. So. You know, I'm really excited about this Myrmidon, though, because I know you're talking about more of the utility, like the tablet and whatnot, but, man, what I was
Elder
getting
Parasite.
at, Elder Parasite and Sanitarius, you can wreck fools, yo. Hey, it works on my 1500 games.
Insanitarius, why Insanitarius?
I don't know.
Oh, bottom lane. They're diving.
Yeah, they're trying. I mean, Magic Carps, it actually will stun Tremble, but the TP, immediately they fall back.
And he is maxing it, which I like right now. Because of the change to it, if you're sneaky with it, getting that 2.5 second stun off is ridiculous. And look at the harass that Tremble was taking. You can cast that ability from 1.05k. Oh, and they're going.
Oh my! The damage! Tremble's gonna fall. That was the lightning shackles that you're talking about. Tremble didn't stand a chance. Bubbles, probably the same story as the W. The pilfering's up, and the ulti form from Myrmidon comes out. They completely underestimated the potential there of this combo, man. It's they are really showing us something with this combo of heroes. I love it.
Wow. Just wow. I mean, he quickened himself before casting his Blitzkrieg as well. So you have a Tremble with 100 movement speed, and then you have a Blitz with 540 something.
Yeah,
542. 542. And then Blitzkrieg on top of it. So that I think the skill Blitzkrieg then does around the 400 something damage.
Yeah, Blitzkrieg's a really strong tool, and the synergy, it's awesome. Yeah, as you're talking about there with the percentage based on the movement speed. So great combo of the abilities, and yeah, doing a good job, as you pointed out, too, with the Quicken. Using that first to maximize the potential. Going in once again right here. You just see that. The Blitzkrieg dealing half of his life, basically, and easy kill in the end. Now, they could set up a turn kill more, and Bubbles are here, but is it enough damage? I don't think it is. Bubbles cannot chase. Blitz is going to be fine, and Myrmidon's like, come at me, bro. I got my 4th
He has his
evolution.
ulti form again.
Yeah.
I mean, they really can't kill Myrmidon when he has Steam Boots, Vestments, and that ultimate form up. Oh, they're going for more.
They want more. More
Here
access,
comes
no
Meraxes.
portal key by any means, but Bubbles will take over the Magikarp, but now the Blitzcrank wide open to that. Wheatfield hits as well, landing all of them, it seems like. Down he goes. Matrix from Meraxes in the background, diving the tower, because he can. Empath will fall. Tremble, I don't know what you're really thinking here, buddy, but you probably should not have looked to fight. He goes down. It's a hat trick for the team of Revolution, and they are starting a revolution here, man, of just new heroes that are working out well. Showing us something.
My God. You know, I usually thought that Tremble was pretty strong in lane, but oh wow, mid lane. Okay, Pebble's at least getting a kill. I mean, he really. The only way that the Legion is gonna get back in this game is if Pebbles gets that PK and goes ham with it. But I honestly doubt that it's going to make much of a difference if it's going to be in 7 minutes. That's going to be too late.
I mean, that's all he got, though. He's 280 gold per minute, but other than that, yeah, Treble's a next at 140. So, like, it's all in on Pebbles. That's what they need, and if it doesn't work, then they GG because there's just no chance here. That's how this
Astrolabe on Myrmidon.
Yeah.
Let's make him even more difficult to kill. Why not?
Yeah, let's some nice, and there's that utility that you're talking about. As far as there's some fighting going on clearly in this game, so hey, I like it. Makes it good. But yeah, I mean, going back to the idea of Myrmidon, though, yeah, I said Incendiaries because I feel like Elder Parasite and Incendiaries just always goes together. But you're right, maybe on Myrmidon wouldn't make the most sense, but you know, and I actually had to double check it, but somebody reminded me that he does have a Staff of the Master effect now too.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
But I think the only time I'd pick that up in a Myrmidon is when you have a Tempest. Okay. Because then they're all together, because it provides a splash attack and, you know, a bit more damage as well, but I don't think it's worth it getting it just for the extra damage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it makes you tankier as well,
yeah,
which is nice.
Stats are good. I could see it on him.
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah,
one day.
Definitely. A lot of things have to come together. I mean, this is the beginning, though. He is in a farming role, so that's the one step first that you would need. But yeah, he is clearly playing more of the utility once again, which makes sense. It's probably the more efficient way and the effective way in the end for him. But yeah, he is tanky, man. He's got Steam Boots. He's gonna have the Astrolabe here soon. He has a Mystic Vestment, and his ulti form it increases his life. Right? I'm not wrong on that. Yeah, but plus 200, then 400, and then 600 even. Plus
and
magic
5
armor
magic armor, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, Moira.
Massive tank. Ooh. Myrmidon.
They're actually just going to go. They want to go. He's alone, though.
Yeah, I don't know what he's...
Does Legion know this?
There's 4 here. I mean... Yeah,
come on, go.
It's a Myrmidon, guys. I mean, I know he's tanky, but he should be fine. Stalagmite's coming out. Here we go.
He missed.
Yeah, kinda. He's waveforming away. Goes for his evolution. That's great. I gotta fight this. He might take somebody with him. He will take triple. No, he does not. But Bliss comes in to clean up at least. Gets the 1 kill. He has lightning shackles. Actually not using it just yet. Here comes the supporting castle. Demon Strike coming out. There's the lightning shackles now. And they're just gonna clean them up. Revolution gonna just lead further in hero kills now. 12-2 hero kill lead. 13-2 with a kill on a Moira. And the genocide on top of that. And they absolutely get it. Wow, 14 minutes into the game just about, and the lead is just intense here. We haven't even really talked about Ravener.
I don't think we need to.
Yeah.
This was all the Myrmidon.
Yeah.
And the Blitz. They are the reason they are this far ahead. And of course, Meraxes probably beat Pebbles middle after their initial dual lane. So yeah, man, the laning situation from Revolution was just... It came as a surprise, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's like, we were talking about it, like, this feels like TMM, like, what are they doing? What's the point of this? What is this going to accomplish? And, oh, by the way, you know, 10 kills later, it's like, oh, that makes sense. The combo is pretty powerful.
That team fight, Malphus wasn't even used. Hellbringer entered the fight being level 5.
Okay, that's true. They still haven't even... They still haven't even seen Malphus yet in this game, and they're already down by so much.
STST just wants more, man. He's just diving for it.
Yeah. Okay, so now let's play the game of overreaction or not. Is this Myrmidon, is this showing us something that the buff to Myrmidon, and this has kind of been a hero in the pocket of, as Tremble goes down yet again, that he's had some history. Obviously, Triland comes to mind, but other than that, really not a whole lot. He's going to be caught right here as, oh, there comes Malphus, by the way. We're talking about him. He's going to be summoned. Force Evolution comes out. He stays alive not for long, though. He will eventually fall, but his teammates are looking to clean things up. Arcane Shield popped right there. They get 2 kills. Tremble's obviously already dead. Moira dead as well now. And Pebbles and Bubbles caught out. Bubbles going back in. Not going to happen. Double tap for Squirry. Bubbles will survive, but Pebbles will not. And they clean up a 4-for-1 exchange. In fact, they're trying to get the 5th to secure another genocide. But, so yeah, that happens again. But Myrmidon, what do you think?
Overreaction. Overreaction.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, the hero's been tried. I'm sure people consider it, but the fact that his ultimate has no support, I guess, use, is the main reason he's not picked up.
Why not in a farming role then? Why not a...
Because he doesn't scale.
And that ultimate says otherwise. I don't know.
Well, it's great, you know, when you get levels on him. At level 16, he's going to do 225 magic damage, but then you have other carries hitting for, I don't know, 300 maybe?
Fine.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Ravener right now is already hitting for 260 with full charges.
Yeah, he's pretty strong. It's definitely been fun to watch, though, and we'll see more out of them at least. Maybe a flavor hero for this team, but... honestly, I gotta say, I'm a little surprised Hex is still in this game. This is clearly over. Like, this isn't a case of, oh, maybe they feel like they know that they know that they're down by a lot here, and there's really no chance. But it is their choice in the end. They're gonna stick it out and see what happens, I guess.
I think they're trying to comprehend what happened because this was really just a 15-minute concede.
Yeah. They're refusing to believe that they're losing to a Myrmidon Blitz lane so hard.
Oh, look, Bubbles walking into Blitz. And Blitz is the one who's going on him. Like, when he's actually killing him.
He
like,
just wrecked him.
He's
4 levels
champion of
higher.
Newerth.
I mean, he's 4 levels higher. But yeah,
he's a champion of Newerth.
he is, indeed.
My God.
Bubbles says hi. You know, the synergy, I'm actually curious about that. Why Blitz to pair with Myrmidon? Is there, like, some obvious synergy? I guess the lead stun of Blitzkrieg sets up a wheat field pretty well. Maybe that's it, but...
I think it's for the damage purposes. And the fact that you have 2 heroes that deal a lot of damage, they can also get away. Because on one you have the speed boost, and on the other one you have waveform.
That makes sense.
So you can put them in that off-lane-esque role and pretty much know that they're not going to die, or hope that they're not going to die. I just think it's really not good how they laned it, the Legion. They should have rotated immediately once they realized that the Blitz Myrmidon was going to be bottom. They should have rotated Pebbles Empath, because that, if they fail to kill Pebbles in the first, in the stun duration, okay, like there's a game going on, but honestly,
whatever.
Doesn't matter.
You may continue. Yes, yeah, this is just another. Guess what? Same result.
Basically, a Pebbles can get a combo off if he's not killed in the first, stun duration that happens. So, okay, he's actually going in, and he's going to kill no one.
Say hello. He says, "What's up, guys? Don't kill me," but they do not oblige, and they kill him anyway. So, as you can see, comes out. There we go. I think they finally realized, this game's over. Let's move on to the next one. Did they even GG? I don't think they did. Not saying you have to, but everyone on Revolution GG'd and no one on HEX GG'd. I love it. Yeah, that was clearly a just one of those feel-good games for Revolution, one of those we are really depressed games for HEX.
Yeah, they're just confident now. 3 people over 300 GPM, and then you have Ravener over 600 GPM. Just, casual team M game.
Yeah, no big deal.
No big deal.
Well, what else is there really to say? I mean, we kind of really covered it, especially in the later time there where it clearly was over at that point. So, pick Myrmidon, you win games, is what we learned here. That's what teams have to start doing now. So, no, it was fun to watch, though. We'll see. I'm sure HEX is a better team. Again, they just clearly got caught off guard here completely, as anyone would, you would think, with the lineup here of Revolution, who also played it very well. It's not just it's one thing to catch them off guard, but you have to obviously play it very well too. And That they did. They showed that they know what they're doing. So fun to watch. We got game number 2 going to be coming up, though, here. Ladies and gentlemen, sit tight. Looking forward to seeing what happens here. Game number 2. We'll be right back.